Breaking news, guys, the latest update. The Russian army forces have arrived Ghana to arrest the Russian man. Not just to arrest him, and also the social service has filed a petition against this Russian man from coming to Ghana. And also they are warranting other countries in Africa to petition him from entering into their country. So recently there have been a lot of chaos on the internet concerning what this man has done, because he was taking their pictures and videos without getting the consent of this ladies. So I'm going to be sharing the videos
please,
here for
as
you.
you're watching, don't forget to like the video, please share the video and subscribe.
So a Russian man traveled from Russia to Ghana, and apparently what I thought was 18 women, they're saying he slept with at least 100 Ghanaian women. Ghanaian men are berating Ghanaian women, saying Ghanaian women are cheap, Ghanaian women are this and Ghanaian women are that. And I just want to say, if you're a Ghanaian man, you shouldn't say this about our sisters. You have to understand the situation that Africa has been in, and Africa is still in. This man has been doing this, not just in Ghana, but all over Africa. He's done it in Kenya. In fact, there's a video of him going to a church in Kenya, and taking that same woman from the church. He spoke to the pastor. After speaking to the pastor, he took that same woman to his house. Listen, when it comes to Africa, we have to understand something. The colonization that went on in Africa is on a different type of level.
Yeah.
These people literally believe that white equals power. White equals wealth. Aside from that, white is right. The worship of Jesus, who is depicted as white, has literally just messed up the psychology of black Africa. As Ghanaian men, as Kenyan men, what you're witnessing is years and years and years and years of brainwashing, conditioning, associating whiteness with divinity, and that's the fruits of it that you're seeing. Another thing that we have to say, and we have to be honest with ourselves, black people, African people, we're too hospitable. It has been said that he potentially has HIV, because some women, one of the women in Ghana was screaming, "You had sex with me unprotected." This is crazy. All these African women literally giving the box and sleeping with all these foreigners is an example of what I'm saying, what I've been saying. That African countries, African leaders, seeking to develop themselves according to Western standards, reinforces white supremacy in Africa itself. Because now you're saying your country is not succeeding, and the only way that your country can succeed is if it's on par with a Western country. But you will never catch up to a Western country, ever, because they're the original. They're far ahead. By the time you get to where they are, they're like 100 years ahead of you. When you restrict progress to standards and benchmarks that are not your own, how else will your young, how else will your women, how else will the men act? Because now you're saying progress is being like an other, someone outside of yourself. But seriously, if there's one thing that we can do as African people, Ghanaian people, Kenyan people, wherever in Africa, we have to stop being hospitable. Stop being hospitable. Stop. Ghana, Munyai, wake up. Africa, wake up.
The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has taken note of reports involving a foreign national who allegedly engaged in sexual activities with some Ghanaian women and recorded and circulated this act without consent. Preliminary information indicates that the individual may not currently be within the country jurisdiction. This, however, does not reduce the seriousness of the alleged conduct or the state's responsibility to pursue accountability. The non-consensual recording and distribution of intimate image is a criminal offense and a clear violation of dignity and privacy. It is important to state that before the report, the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection had already been working with the Ministry of Communication and Digital Innovation and its relevant agencies on measures to prevent and respond to image-based sexual abuse. These ongoing efforts include digital safety intervention, engagement with online platforms, and mechanisms for reporting the takedown of abusive content. These measures are now being applied to this matter by the relevant authorities. So it means that the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection have taken, actions on this particular case concerning the Russian man that came into Ghana and took videos of the Ghanaian ladies without their consent. This is a very high criminal, a case that needs to be investigated. If this man was to be in abroad, he wouldn't try this. He knows that in Africa here, we do not take things serious. That is the reason why he comes down here to Africa to do such a thing. If he was to do this in Russia or UK or America, he is not going to go scot-free. He's going to pay a lot of fine. It is high time here in Africa our governments begin to put in laws that protect we Africans. Because I don't see any reason why this guy would have the guts to come into Ghana. Not just Ghana, he went to Kenya to commit this act, taking videos of these young ladies without their consent and selling their sex tape for, I think they said it on Instagram, if you want to access the videos for $18. Just to access just a little clip of the video. And he also put this same video on X. And X are paying him a lot of money just for him to showcase this video. He is monetizing these videos, raping these ladies without their consent. He cannot try this in America. He cannot try this in his country, Russia. He can never ever try. It is only in Africa people will do things and get away with it. I think all those foreign nationals that are coming into Ghana or any country, whenever they come down here, they should be properly scrutinized whenever they are going back to their country. You can't even try this in the French country, because in French country, like Togo, Benin Republic, Senegal, they don't allow people to make videos anyhow. You can't make videos anyhow in that country. They will delete the videos. If you should make a video and they see it, they will lock you up. It is only in West Africa they can come and do, West Africa, East Africa, they can come here and do anyhow they like to our ladies and go away with it without no fine. If it were to be in the Western world, this guy is gonna be sued and he's gonna pay heavily. He's gonna pay with his breath.